No matter where life leads you, always know your why. I think life can bring us into many different situations. We're all born with our own hand of cards that we have to learn how to deal with. We all have different interests and things that we want to do. We all have different ideas of what love looks like and what a successful life looks like. We all have different ideas of what fun looks like. We're all very unique, and we all have different things that we think, makes up a good life. But I think the factor that's always common for everyone is to know why you're doing something and to know why you like it. Just asking yourself and knowing why you're drawn to the things that you're drawn to. You may have always heard you have to find your purpose in life and you have to be working on your purpose, or in love you have to find your soulmate, and you have to develop yourself spiritually, and all of these things, that we tend to have is like the ideals for what makes up a good life. But I think it's just always important, no matter what, part of the spectrum of these things that you fall on, the things like where you fall on what you think is right for you to be doing. It's always just important for you to ask yourself why, and to know why you're, following this specific path. Say in the case of following your purpose or working on your purpose, ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is it just to make a lot of money, or to, inspire a lot of people, or, is it something deeper than that? Does it bring me some sort of feeling of connection to a higher power? Is this some, in the case of career or something, is this something that I'm doing because it will be able to help my family for generations to come, creating generational wealth, and love. Is this person, am I with this person because they're physically attractive, or do they bring me something more than that? Do they really light my soul on fire? Do I, am I, with this person because I'm so deeply in love with them that I can't see myself being able to function without them? Just asking yourself these kind of questions, I think, will help you, whatever area of life it is, bring clarity to why you're, doing the things that you're doing. I think it can be kind of easy for all of us to feel a lot of the times we may feel lost, or we're kind of just going with emotions, we're kind of just a zombie moving through life without, really opening our eyes to the world around us. But I think if you always have, the why in the back of your mind, and you always every now and then take the time to, talk to yourself and, recalibrate, and just ask yourself, why am I, doing this, I think it'll help you kind of keep from going too far off the rails of life and like, you know, feeling that like lost feeling. Knowing your why is just gonna like bring you that clarity that you need to you know, keep going and keep, you know, either moving forward with the things that you're doing, or, you know, realize that, okay, I need to change some things about my life. Like, I need to stop talking to some people, or I need to move to a different place, or I need to change my career, or I need to, you know, stop this one habit and start a better one, or, you know, I think in order for you to feel happy and content and satisfied with life, knowing your purpose or your why, or, you know, what have you, knowing that is going to keep you, you know, with a clear picture in your mind of where you're going in your life. Knowing your why too is going to keep you from doing things that aren't, you know, that you don't really align with. So like, you know, I really like using this example, but for like, say for, if you're like more of a introverted homebody type person, and you're trying to force yourself to start going out to clubs and, you know, hanging out with a bunch of people every weekend, asking yourself, why am I trying to do this, is gonna help you start asking yourself other questions. It's like, okay, am I trying to start going out every weekend and partying because, you know, I need to blow off some steam, or am I looking for some friends, like new friends, or you know, or something deeper, like, do I feel like I'm gonna find the attention in these places that I didn't necessarily get as a child, or, you know, I was made fun of all through school, so I, you know, have become more attractive or something. Now I feel like I can kind of get attention in these places that I didn't necessarily get when I was younger. You know, it could go as deep as you want it to go, but, you know, you just sit and ask yourself, like, why am I trying to do something like that? You know, that's gonna keep you focused on, okay, like, is this something that's really right for me to be doing, or am I just trying to do it for vain reason? I don't want to say vain, but just, you know, just reasons that aren't really truly beneficial for who I am as a person. I think for me, like, personally, as I get older, I think, well, actually, for a lot of us, as we start to get older, a lot of the focus kind of shifts, you know, from, you know, like, you know, a lot of our why starts to shift from just doing things, you know, living life for ourselves, to now starting to think about, like, okay, in however many years' time, I would like to have a, you know, like to have a child, or, you know, a couple children, or whatever, or a few children, you know, I would like to have children. I would like to have a spouse, or if you don't believe in marriage, I would like to have just a life romantic partner. You know, I would like to, you know, make sure my parents and the rest of my family are, you know, proud of me and can hopefully reap the benefits of my hard work and my career, and they're not ashamed of some of the decisions that I've made, in the past, like, things like that. Like, I think as we start to get older, we start to really kind of think about how each of our decisions is going to affect our future. Because at the end of the day, like, whether we like it or not, and whether we, really think about it or not, like, each decision that we make on a daily basis is in some way affecting our future. Whether it's our personal future self or, the generations to come. Like, you look at, like, say, some families that are very wealthy now, and you look through their family history, like, there was always one of their ancestors that, took the risk and, sacrificed their teens and 20s, or their 20s and 30s or whatever, to build a business empire. And now their lineage, even still today, is still reaping the benefits of what they've done 400, 500,000 years ago. I mean, there's like some families like that where I know this is kind of a little rant, so bear with me, but there's some families that have been wealthy for just 1,000+ years because they just, one of their, the ancestors in their family just built an empire way back. So they just, whatever was either a natural resource that they were able to monopolize, or whatever. Like, yeah, but the point is, sacrifice for your own desires right now can, benefit your family later on. You start to, if you, ask yourself why, and, are really in touch with your own, reasonings for living life in certain ways, as you get older, you start to really realize that, okay, these decisions that I'm making, like the way that I'm living, is no longer just for me. Like, it's going to be able to benefit the generations after me, and even just outside of, your own family. Like, each of our decisions affects the world around us in some way, shape, or form. So, it's just a way for you to, like, be conscious of how you're conducting your life, so that you're leaving a positive imprint on the world, as opposed to, an unfortunate destructive one or negative one, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're able to take something inspiring and useful from this. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below telling me your thoughts. Be sure to share the video with someone that you think could use this information. Check out my links in the description down below. And yeah, have a great day. Until next time, peace.